Le damos la bienvenida ahora a Van Jones, un destacado profesor del medio ambiente, activista de derechos civiles, abogado y autor de bestsellers del New York Times. Fue consejero especial para empleos verdes, empresa e innovación en el Consejo de la Casa Blanca durante la presidencia de Barack Obama. Es presidente y fundador de Green for All, una ONG dedicada a construir una economía verde e inclusiva. Además fundó el Centro Ella Baker para Derechos Humanos. Su primer libro, The Green Collar Economy, fue un superventas en Estados Unidos. También es panelista de CNN y un reconocido activista por los derechos humanos.
Greetings, this is Van Jones. I wish I could be there with you. Unfortunately, I am here in the United States celebrating holidays with my family, but I wanted to give a big greeting to New Liberalism and the leadership there, and just encourage you to stay on the pathway of trying to find a way for our human civilization to be more in harmony with itself and also with our planet. The human civilization right now, we are not in harmony with each other, we're not in harmony with the planet, and it's not working out well for anyone. And yet, it doesn't have to be that way. I have spent a great deal of time looking for answers that I would just want to share with you to lift up, hopefully, your spirit and encourage you. About 20 years ago, I launched a campaign called Green Jobs, Not Jails. Green Jobs, Not Jails. What was that about? We were just so concerned about the young people in our community. They didn't have jobs. They didn't have hope. They didn't have direction. They didn't have opportunity. They were hurting each other, sometimes killing each other. And this was tearing Oakland apart, Oakland, California. And I realized that some legislation had passed to support the solar industry, so that solar panels could go up on people's homes, and solar panels could go up on people's residences, and solar panels could go up on people's houses of worship, and there would be tax support for that and other support for that. It was a great program, but the newspapers were showing that people were ordering the solar panels, and 2 months later, 6 months later, they still had not gone up because no one had been trained to do that work, that important work of installing the solar panels. And I had a revelation in my head. I said, we have these kids coming home from jail, these kids getting in and out of trouble, standing on street corners in front of our houses, frankly, getting on our nerves. What if those young people could be trained to get on top of our houses and put up those solar panels themselves? What if we could take the work that most needed to be done in America, repowering our country in a clean and green way, and give that work to the young people who most needed work? What if we could give the young people who most need work a chance to do the work that most needed to be done? Could we then fight pollution and poverty at the same time with the same program? And so we launched something called the Oakland Green Jobs Corps, and we started recruiting young folks off the streets to put up those solar panels. And that led to national legislation, the Green Jobs Act of 2007, to spread that program across the country. And I ultimately got a chance to go work in the Obama White House to help implement that program at a federal scale. I say that to say that sometimes the answers are right in front of us. What is so beautiful and what's so powerful about the clean green revolution is that it takes the two things that are most important for life on this earth: food and fuel. Food, what we eat every day and how we power our bodies, and fuel, how we power our machines and our engines. If you can change those two systems, the food system, push it in a more organic way, push it in a more local way, push it away from big nasty corporations that use too much pollution and too much poison to produce food, then not only do our children get healthier, the planet gets healthier. Same thing with fuel. If you, instead of powering our engines and our machines with only dirty energy that leaves pollution, that heats up the planet, that has our kids coughing and sputtering with asthma and with lung conditions, if we can move away from that and power our buildings and our engines and our machines with clean energy, with wind and with solar, smart batteries, etc., then we have a beautiful bounty there as well. Why? Just look at what it takes to create an energy efficient building. Grandma lives in a home. It's drafty. Wind blows through and the rain comes in. And it also takes a lot of energy to keep that place warm in the winter and cool in the summer, because so much energy is leaking out the windows that are rattling. So much energy is leaking out of the doors that aren't fit there right. So much energy is being wasted by outdated appliances. If you can take someone who doesn't have a job and give them a job just making that home more energy efficient, the same dollar you use to hire that young person to do that work, just cut unemployment, because now that young person is working. Now when they're in there and they're putting in those new window panes, they're putting in safe non-toxic insulation, they're putting up solar panels. That same dollar that cut unemployment just cut grandmama's energy bill. And that same dollar that cut unemployment and cut grandma's energy bill is also now going to cut pollution, because the power plant down the street doesn't have to work as hard. And then by cutting that pollution, now you're cutting your public health bill and expense, because now you can take the asthma inhalers out of little kids' pockets. You can take the medicine out of little kids' pockets who have been made sick by all the pollution. This is a beautiful solution. It's a beautiful solution for a better food system and a better fuel system that can bring us back into more harmony with each other, because there's more opportunity and work to go around for everyone, and more harmony with the planet that we live on. So I just encourage you to continue to explore in this direction, to push in this direction. Your leadership can make a tremendous difference, not just in your country, but really for the whole world and for all future generations. I wish I could be there. I thank you so much for your time and attention, and hopefully I'll be able to come down next time. Van Jones.